guys. Well, it's almost the end of January now. I've just realised I've had Bertie Bus for probably a month tomorrow. The sun is coming up this morning, so it's going to be a nice day. It's still cold. Let's have a quick look at what we've done. Left it yesterday. I got these doors to put on these cupboards, finished off my plug socket, and basically the bed is all okay to go now. Just need to tidy up a few bits and pieces and get some edging strips, as I said before. I'm going to do something with the back. I think today's task will probably, if I get round to it, sort out something for the top there, make that tidy, and I need to get some edge pieces for these, but haven't got them yet. And I think I'll sort out a bit of insulation and some sort of card for here to match this side. That's the plan anyway. And other than that, I think I'm pretty ready. It's got all the cushions and stuff to go back in. I need to test the electric circuit, but I've got to connect this earth wire which goes through the other side, so I need to get in there and connect that earth wire up so I can test the electric. Then I'll get the hoover in and hoover all the dust out. What else can I do? Like I say, I've had this van for 1 month now. You haven't even seen it running. Obviously I drove it home. I don't know the condition of the battery, whether that was charged up before I picked that up or whether it's good. So maybe at some point today we'll see if we can fire it up. Anyway, let's crack on. If you're wondering what's going on here, I put this tape up when I was sticking this plastic stuff up here. What I'm going to do now, I've got the plug socket here, is run some sealer along the back in that gap. Don't know if I'm going to do that now or not, but it's got to be done. But I think that'll be after I've had a bit of a clean up. That tape off here so you can see what I mean. I'm going to put some sealer along the back of this worktop. If you look into the front of the van, I've still got to sort out the passenger seat, and somewhere here, this is where my earth wire is coming through. I'm just going to screw it to the back of here. I'll just clean up the metal. I think I might do that next. Then I can get the hoover in, hoover this dust up, maybe get the sealer done, and do a couple of them other jobs I was talking about. Look here, I see there's a bolt here in the floor. I wonder whether I can connect this earth cable to that. If not, I'll just put one in this back of the seat area. There's already a hole there. Look, I can maybe put something there, but don't know what that does, where that goes. See if I can investigate where that goes, if I can undo it and connect up there. Got a nice cup of tea on the go. I'm going to scrap that idea because it just seems to be going round and round. I can't be bothered with it. So there's plenty of wire here. I might just run it to here, a hole through the back of the seat here. You won't see it when the seat is back. So I need to crimp this to the end of that earth cable, and you've got a little nut and bolt. I might see if I can find another nut so I can put like a lock nut on that, and then I'll put it through one of these holes at the back here. Right, let's see if I can find another nut. Right, so I just crimped the little end on the end to the cable, and I have cleaned the area where it's going to fix so it gets a good connection. The idea obviously is if a live touches the frame somewhere, it will complete a circuit back to the circuit breaker and we shouldn't get an electric shock. Right then, so that's that earth connected. As I've probably said 1,000 times before, anything I do in my vehicles, I'm showing you what I do, not how to do it. There's always better ways of doing things, I know, but you know, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just showing you what I've done. There's the seat back. If you look here, you can see this is one of the places where these vans go around the back of these seats, round to these wheel arches. I think the wheel arches could has probably been done before, but this is obviously going to need some attention in the future. But how far do you want to go? I mean, I could have stripped this van right out. It took years, but that's not what I want to do. I want to have some fun with it. Maybe I'll strip it out later when I have to, but at the minute I'm just trying to get it so I can use it. Because we haven't had any fun with this van yet, have we? So that's the idea. And while we're on that subject, look at this step. This has all got to be repaired, but that's something I'm going to start first, I think, on the outside, having a look at that step and just work my way around tidying it up. Now, some people spend absolutely a fortune on doing these vans up, which is all well and good if you've got the money, but I haven't, so I'm just going to do what I can so I can use it. I was brought up with mend and repair best you can, so that's what we're going to be doing. Still plenty of jobs I need to do in the cab, but they can all be done later. You can't do everything at once, you just got to do things as you go. I think that might be time now to test the electrics and just see if we've got everything right. Right, so I plugged into the van. Cable's not long enough to reach my socket, so to use another extension lead. And this is the little adapter I was talking about, where I can connect these up. So when you go on site you just use that plug, but because we're at home with a normal Navi socket, you can use this adapter. Right, we're on. Let's see what's going on. Right, the first thing we're going to do is get the electric on and we'll test. Yes, that's okay. Right, there's the sockets on. Can't tell anything, I need to get something to plug in. So I've got the 1200 watt VAX, or using the garage, power's on. Away we go. It's a bit noisy, I know, but obviously I can use this now to hoover all this dust and that out. That's one socket tested. So they're working okay. Need to test the one in the back. Now the back one is only a 6 amp, so it may trip. Let's just try it anyway. Ain't gonna hurt, is it? Right, first of all, I'll try it with me battery charger. It's not connected to anything, so it'll probably just flash on. There you go, that's working. Obviously when it's connected to the battery, it'll show charge or that the battery's full, or even if there's a fault. So we've got power here. Let's try the hoover. As you can see, that's working fine. But that particular socket is just going to be for something low powered, like a lamp or something. Maybe you can charge your phone up this end with the phone charger. Right. Before I do any more, I'm just going to hoover up all this dust, and then I'll get a phone charger out and just check that the phone is charging. Right then, so I've got my phone charging cable, so if I plug that in, as you can see, immediately it started charging. Let's try it in the other one. That's fine. So that's the electric sorted. I don't want to go on too much about the electrics, but I would say on the subject, that if you can wire a plug, you can do this. Just take your time. As you can see, it's not that difficult. So now I think if I put the cushions back inside there, which I'm not going to yet, I'm going to leave them indoors so they don't do harm. That area is basically finished. I just need to put some insulation along the bottom of the sides, just something to keep us off the bare metal. This piece here I need to shape round a bit because that's a bit square and a bit sharp. Some edging obviously to go on the sides. I think next task is going to be whack these doors back on. That should be easy, shouldn't it? We will see. Right, so there's all the doors on. I'm pleased with that. Everybody's got their own idea what they do with their vans, and I've looked at plenty of videos online and thought that's really good what they're done, and I've also thought I'm not sure about that. At the end of the day, like I've said many times, just do what you can do, and if you're happy, that's the main thing, and I'm happy with this. Right, I don't know whether to move on now and try and make this door card for this side, or whether to try and sort out up the back there, or should I take a break from the inside for 5 minutes and just see whether Bertie will fire up. What do you think? Ain't been started for over a month, or just under a month actually. What do you think? Haven't started out since it's been home. Let's see if that'll fire up. One of the first things I need to do is find the key. I won't take the cover right off because I'm here on my own and I might have a job getting it back on. As you can see, there's some work to do around here. Like I say, every time I look I find something else. Let's have a look at the engine. Not a lot to see, as they're quite small really. I don't really know that much about them. I think that's something like a 1598, something like that, 1600cc. Like I say, I drove it home okay, it seemed okay anyway. Not sure about the battery, whether it's got any life in it. So I'll find a key and we'll crank it over and see how that will fire up. Just check the oil. That's bang in the middle of the two lines, so that's good. As you can see, it's had a new fuel pump at some point. He did say he broke down and had to have a new pump. That's quite a simple fix. The only thing with these older vehicles, you don't know what it's had done before, who's done it or anything, but we will see how we get on with it. Right, I'm going to go get that key and I'm going to see if we can fire this up. It won't surprise me if the battery is flat. Oh, we have some lights. I think it's in neutral. Let's jump in. As you can see, I can't even see the needle of the fuel gauge. I've seen online that there's quite a lot of people had trouble with these vans with the fuel gauge. That's usually the sender unit. I hope it isn't, because that's a bit of a job apparently. But with not having to see the needle, there might be a problem with the actual gauge. Right, let's check. Right, I think we're in neutral. Let's go around and have a look. There we go. These obviously have an auto choke. Smell a bit of fuel, but it is obviously on choke at the minute. I'll let it warm up a few minutes. Well, I was quite surprised with the battery. It didn't turn over very quickly, but I think I'll fire it up okay. Can't really say much about the engine because I don't know that much about it, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Even though the sun is out, it's quite chilly this morning. As I was saying before, when I drove this home, if I put the indicator on, the horn went off, but it's not doing it now. But it's probably all loose inside, probably a loose wire or something, which we'll have a look at as we go. Quite a bit of play in the steering. Hey, more fun, eh? Not sure if the radio works. Well, it's got a light. It says it's a Bluetooth for your phone and stuff. Lighting up is about it, I think. Never mind, at least there are worries. Looks like there might be a USB there. Like I say, as I can remember from when I was a kiddie, my dad used to have one of these back in the 80s, early 80s. I can remember, I think he had it till about 85. His used to turn over quite quickly, and if I can remember right, it was something to do with circulating the air around the engine, but I ain't too bothered about that. It's running okay, and it just want to go camping now. I ain't going to touch the engine while it's all running, just check the oil, keep an eye on it, maybe do something to that later, but at the minute seems like it's running fine. Just having a look here where I can bring my cable through to run to that battery. That's another job. So there you have it. She's running alright. She's got plenty of little jobs to get on with. Don't know what's next. Every time I see this, I think, oh my god, there's a job for you. But you can say that about everything, everywhere you look. Right, I think I'm going to do a bit more inside. Right, so I've managed to put a piece of that yellow material at the top at the back, tidied that up. That's not the neatest, but it's definitely better than it was. I can live with that. Well, I think we're getting somewhere now. I stuck a piece of that film on the back window. I've been rubbing that for ages. They keep getting bubbles in it. Try to get them out, then they appear somewhere else. It's even started to rip, so I'm going to leave that now and just see how it dries. If I'm not happy, I can always pull that off, but still going to need some curtains. I've tidied up the back area where the roof is with some of this material. Okay, it's not perfect, but definitely look better than what it did. I think the inside now, it's not too bad. I just need to get something to put on the sides along the top of the bed there, either side. Like I said, got the plug socket in. I've just fitted the little handles on the cabinets what Debbie got. They look quite nice. So I think I'm going to call it a day. No, I think if you do too much you start getting a bit fed up, so that's the way I'm feeling, so I'm going to leave it now and just say thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.